tuning in on our Scat Chat podcast, Simple Complex Adult Talk. Sit down and pour a cocktail, get ready for us to talk our shit.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. It's me. Topic for today is family ain't family. Nowadays, families are not as close as they used to be. We're about to dig in to see what are the causes of this and what can be done to make families closer again. Some of the things that I did look up that could be affecting this is leisure time. I feel like a lot of people just don't want to make time, and it's kind of like what they have to do and more like a selfish thing. And, you know, pretty much like single parent households, if you're focused on the kids and you're by yourself, it's kind of hard to kind of make time for everybody else if you're working full-time job, 2 full-time jobs. Another factor is the age of parents and grandparents nowadays. You know, most grandparents, the average grandparent is 47 years old, and that's still young. People are trying to still live life, travel, and do things. And, you know, and it goes back to selfishness and making time for other people. Another factor that I did find out is the advancement of technology. Back in the day, people had phones, one line, there was no call waiting. So you had to show up to people's houses to see and check up on them.
Yeah.
Now you can FaceTime, you can, it's all the, you know, every source. You can do it off a phone, a tablet, a computer, social media. Is another factor. So I think with that advancement, people just feel like it's easier. Like, oh, I talked to them. I seen them. I sent a text.
I checked on them.
Yep, I checked on them. Instead of spending that quality time.
Right.
And you know, face-to-face bonding is more better than just kind of like over the, phone and texting. So
yeah. That's
my input on it as far as that, but we about to dig into this.
Yeah. Well, my take on it is it's a lot. People, they act, your family members, oh, you don't check on me. I ain't seen you. You ain't seen me because you ain't checked on me either. The phone works both ways. They tell other family members, oh, you shouldn't hang with them family members, but they the same ones to be calling you. And why shouldn't they be around me? Well, like, what's the reason why they shouldn't be around me? What's the problem with me? Like, why would you tell that family member don't be around me?
So you feel like it's more drama that's being held up, that's causing more conflict for people to stay away from each other.
Right.
Instead of, so creating a divide, not
a togetherness. Like, we supposed to be family. And then back in the day, it didn't used to be like that at all. I go, and what I love about me, I could say, like, my cousin, what I love about me and like Rachel, we go, when Rachel's here, she go over all the family member houses. Like me, I enjoy, like when I go to church with my mother, I go to like different churches. I get to see all my cousins that I used to be around when I was little, and I enjoy that now. Like the Burges, Selena, Lena and them. I get to see all my cousins that I used to see, and I enjoy that so much. Donna and them that I grew up with, I love all my cousins, because that's how it was when I was young. We used to be around all my cousins. And it's like times have changed so much now. Like the kids now, they go to school with them, they don't even know who their cousins are.
Right.
They don't. They had come home, they be like, Ma, who is such and such? I said, that's your cousin.
Right.
Them be your cousins. Right. And it's so different. It is so different now. So for me, when I go with my mom and my grandmother and them, and we visit different churches and stuff now, I love to see all my cousins that I used to be around when I was little. And I love that. I hug them, and I'll be like, oh, I just be so joyous to see all my cousins when I get around them. When I go around them, I hug them, and I just feel it's so grateful in my heart.
It's a family.
It do. And it do. When Rachel come here, I love to see Rachel, because I remember when we were young. Yeah. When we were young and we used to play together and stuff and go outside and ride our bikes and stuff, because it's nothing like it is now. Right. So when I go around Tubi them, I love to see them, because I remember all of the times when we were little. So
it bring back memories.
It bring back all the memories when we were little and stuff. And it just brings all of that back up. And I see now, so now when I be like, they family people telling them like, don't hang around. I'm like, why? You know why? Why? You know, we used to sit on the stairs when we was little and play church and clap our hands and have our baby dolls and just think we take church music and stuff with our cousins. And it's nothing like that now. It's crazy.
The topic is family, not family. Where did that originate from?
So it originated from my cousin Ray, who a lot of people know as Tubi. He has a car lot from L&M, and he's our special guest today. And I'm gonna let him talk and tell you guys why he says family ain't family no more. Here he is.
How y'all doing?
Hey, Tubi, what's going on?
Hey.
How y'all doing, cousins?
We doing good. What's going on?
Well, my perception on why family is not family no more, I think it has a lot to do with people don't have family no more. It all went away with the modern women. With, you know, back in the day, if y'all can all recall, that, you know, when you seen you guys' mother as you know, Linda, we call her Gimp, Aunt Gimp, which, you know, you seen Donald. When you seen Aunt Ann, which is Terry, Rachel's mother, who Tara was actually talking about, you seen Long.
Right.
So I think it has a lot to do with the new modern, what Dominique was explaining with, you know, this internet, all this just new modern technology, period. So that's why, and a lot of people don't understand why I say family ain't family no more, and it's not in a bad way, it's in a good way. But a lot of people don't understand because they wasn't brought up at the time we were all brought up.
Right.
Well,
You know, so this goes back to if you 33 and older, I want to say.
Yeah.
If you're not 33 and older, you don't understand what my concept is with
Right.
family, saying family.
I understand your concept.
You know what I'm saying? But you never seen the side where when you were too young to really like see when it was, you know, everybody, it was family. It was
Yeah, I caught the tail
family.
end of it.
People was
Yeah.
married.
Yeah, I caught
You
the
know,
tail end.
You know, we went when we went. You know, now you don't know who to let your kids go spend a night over their house.
Yeah,
Right.
So that's
Back
right.
when we was young, as Tara stated, that, you know, she come over our house and we played. She knew when she came over our house, it was my mother
Safe.
and
Yeah.
my father, which is her uncle.
Yeah.
She knew when she went over Rachel's house, it was Ann and it was Long. Nowadays, you just family just not family no more. They just don't. No one right now is really coupled up and married. The new modern women they don't get married. It just don't. So I think that has a lot to do with you know, what's going on today, as far as, you know, families.
You know, I was thinking also about this is that the tolerance is different. So back in the day, you know, there was a lot of stuff going on, but like people just kind of dealt with it, swept it under the rug. Like, you know, when we were growing up, it was like whatever happens in this house stays in this house. What happened in this family stays in this family.
Yeah, that's true.
But now this new generation is more like, no, we're not about to keep things a secret. And things are getting confronted, and I'm just not gonna deal with you no more. Like, it was a lot of molestation going on back when we were kids, and you were just, and nobody knew about it, but you were just told to be quiet. But now, if that were to happen, that has caused divisions in families.
And then, like, just to piggyback off that, I just feel like there was never no type of repercussion, or not ever, there's still not any type of repercussion or backlash for the stuff people do. So it's like, you can sit here, and there's been people, and I'll just speak for me personally, there's been people in this family that have made me feel terrible about myself. And then they'll turn around and tell you how much they love me, Oh, I love you, girl. I've been worried about you. You spent so much time with my name in your mouth that you never even thought to pick up the phone and call me.
And reach out and check
And
on
say,
you.
hey, even if you say, hey, I heard this. Are you okay?
Right.
And there's no all you hear is, oh, that's just how they are.
Like it's an
But
excuse.
right, and I feel like with our generation, I don't excuse my language, YouTube, whatever platform this is about to be posted on. We don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
I don't want to hear it.
Right.
I don't want to hear it. I feel like we are in that generation where I'm not bringing my kids over there. No, I'm not taking my kids somewhere where I know they're not comfortable. I'm not being somewhere where I'm not comfortable.
Right.
So maybe some people should sit back and pay attention to what they're doing, because gossip is a big deal and it's a big problem.
Yes.
Especially in our family. I don't know about
Yes.
everybody else's, but definitely in our family.
And you get tired of it.
Right.
Who wants to be around somebody? Who wants to be around somebody that they feel don't like them or are uncomfortable around them? Or if you feel like I'm this terrible person because that's all I ever hear, I don't want to see you.
Okay, yeah.
So don't call me talk about you ain't heard from me. You ain't heard from me because you didn't call me. You ain't heard from me because you listen to the streets.
Yeah, Ray,
And
what
it's
else
kinda-
did you think
it's-
about? Go ahead, Ray.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, I was done.
To comment on that, I think that people need to communicate more.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially when you say you love somebody, and this is my
Exactly.
family.
And I think that people need to start bringing when they have a problem with somebody, to that person.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Instead
definitely.
of to the whole family.
yeah. Everybody but.
And then
Right.
you have to end up hearing it from another family member than somebody else.
Right. And
Yeah.
by that time, more
You-
probably done been added to it.
And you over
Words
it.
that been flipped around and everything. Or you
The
already
whole
feeling
story
it.
changed.
Yeah,
Right.
you already feeling a way about it.
And
Well, you
if
the
you
devil.
really tell you the truth, shouldn't be talking about nobody, because ain't none of us
Perfect.
own no planes and millionaires, and
Right.
So I mean, somebody just may be doing a little bit better than the next person, but I don't see nobody in this family that's actually millionaires and just living the perfect life. Everybody got some type of skeletons that they
Right.
did.
Everybody got something
So,
they going through.
Something, even if it consists of someone when they was younger or to now. They done
That's
did
true.
something or something, so I don't understand why somebody else should even be talking about, one of the family members, because everybody that did something
And
Right.
then when
at
you
some point in time in their life.
Right.
and if you family, it's just like, where do you draw the line in treating you like you're my family and treating you like you're somebody on the street? But then you tell me blood is thicker than water. Well, my friends treat me better, so like,
Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes
Yeah.
you be tighter with people on the streets than you would with your own family.
you're supposed to accept your
I
family.
think Deidre you had a lot to say when you said about that.
What?
To say about
Oh,
that.
because I feel like sometimes family treats you worse than people in the street.
Yes, they do.
Exactly.
Because, like to be said, family ain't family. I think for me, it's more so family don't act like family no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe not so much
Yeah.
as family ain't family. Family don't act like family. They rather talk about you, and my thing be, you can talk about me, but at the end of the day, check on me. At the end of the day, if I need help with something, help me out.
No, at the
You know what I'm
beginning.
saying?
At the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
You don't
more
even know
so
what
of
you're
my
talking
thing.
about.
Yeah, and for me, I think back in the day, a lot of stuff was swept under the rug, and it was like, oh, you have to deal with disrespect because that's family. You have to deal with this person because they're family. Oh, this person, that's just how they are. And it's like, once we done got old enough, we like, no, we not going to tolerate that just because
That's
they
true.
family.
And
That's
I
true.
think that I think that people help people more then, because the economy
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
as bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if things got rough for you, family came together too and
Right.
helped. Because I mean, I know
Right.
a couple situations when even on the Miller side and the Northville side, I know my mother didn't help. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes,
Right.
that's
So,
true.
So I mean, people don't even want to help people no more.
People don't want to help
They
people.
don't.
And you know what? I'll give our family credit for being helpful. I do feel like we pull together when we need to,
Right.
but there's always backlash to it. I can't borrow $50 from you and never hear about this again.
Yeah.
Now, I feel about that
And
too.
then it's not even
On
like,
my side.
it's not even like, I helped Tina out this day and gave her $50. It'd be like, yeah, you heard Tina didn't have money for her life. But like, don't nobody want to hear that and then turn around and be like,
broke.
oh, hey, I love
They
you.
doing good.
Right.
Bad news spread so fast.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
good news spread like molasses.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's ridiculous.
I always tell my customers to always go on Google and post me because, you'll sell one person a good car, they'll tell another person. But
Yeah.
if you tell one person a bad car, they tell 10
50
people.
Yep, exactly.
So, a lot of people, like I tell my cousins, a lot of people I sold good cars to, but they never posted.
Right.
But if you go on Google, you see all these bad comments because the people that I sold good cars to don't go on there and say nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that kind of, goes back to family. You know what I mean? I just think that this new modern, the music,
Yeah, I piggyback off Jen.
Yep.
the technology.
That's definitely true.
Yep.
About
It's
family,
different.
you can borrow things from family.
Yeah, back in the day.
I'm the type of person, when I get something to somebody, I do it genuine from my heart.
I remember a couple times when I don't think Deja you were born, but Tara and them stayed upstairs, and my father had the two family. I used to go up there and get sugar or milk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you get some sugar, and we all know about it.
Asking if we ain't had no milk, I just went up a couple stairs, went in the refrigerator at the door, poured my milk, and went back downstairs.
But now you go borrow some sugar or some milk. They gonna say you over there. What
You
you
ain't
doing
got
with your
no
money?
food.
You ain't got no food.
Exactly. The door won't even be
But
open.
then they
Yep.
expect you to be all up under them, hug and kiss. Oh, I miss you. Oh, I love you.
Right.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Like
Well,
I said, I think we done got old enough now till we realize just because they family, I don't have to tolerate things.
Yeah.
That's how I
That's
raise
true.
my kids. Yeah, this is your family, but at the end of the day, do they act like they your family?
You're right.
That's
Right.
what I go off of. Do you feel comfortable going to them? Do they reach out to you? Do they care about the relationship that y'all have because y'all family? You know what I'm saying? It got to be mutual nowadays. It ain't just one-sided, or I don't force my kids to have relationships with people just because they family.
Exactly.
What you saying?
And then, like you said, I think that was Tara that said that and then you got to think about this, y'all. A lot of times, remember back in the day, we used to have family reunions. They don't even have family reunions no more.
Nope.
So that was another way that everybody knew each other, so you would know your cousins. When the last time we had a family reunion?
Right.
They have a family reunion, do something bad. It's going to be about 10 of them to get together and reunion to talk about what you just did.
Right.
Yeah, we
That's
ain't
as
had no
close
family.
as- that's as
On
close
both our
as you
sides of
gonna
my
get.
family, we ain't had no family
That's as
reunion,
close as
or
you gonna get
we
to a
talked about it,
family
we ain't
reunion.
never had one.
Last time I remember us having one was my mother's 50th birthday. And my mother would have been 65 in July. That was the
Wow.
last
I'm talking
time we
about-
had a family
Wow.
reunion.
No. I'm talking about a family reunion. I'm not talking about just like media get together. I'm talking
No,
about
I'm
family
saying we had a family
where
reunion
the
on my
Virgils,
mother's 50th
the-
birthday.
What's the name?
That was
I'm
the
talking
last
people
one we
come
had.
in from out of town, from Alabama.
Right.
That type.
So the last time we had a family reunion was on the Norville side.
Exactly.
When Andre and Karen, they was all doing the skits.
Right.
You remember that?
I remember they just had one recent a couple years ago, but we didn't get no invite.
Right.
Yep. That's
I don't
another
think I
thing.
mean,
Right.
I heard about it.
That's why I'm
but,
saying
I
about
agree.
family ain't
And
family.
I appreciated what Eddie, is that, I think that's his name. I don't call him that. But the Burgess, when they had the thing at their church, I really appreciated that. Like, I wanted to be there. And I really loved singing with them and watching y'all in the audience. Like, I that made me. I wanted to be there. I wanted Cootie. I couldn't think this dog name. I wanted to be there. I wanted my son to be there because he's walking the halls and not knowing half these people you walk and you like, oh, I love Michi, I love Michi, I love Michi. Bruh, you know we can drive up the street and go like, but he don't know that. So yeah, we ain't had a family reunion in about a good
That's true.
15
Half of these people,
years.
you got so much family, you don't know they're your family.
Right.
I thought you was my actual cousin until like a year ago.
Right.
So, Tubi, I have a question. So, what do you feel like we can do to make families? What ideas do you have for like making families come closer and going back to the time where how it used to be?
I don't think it just by all the changes that had happened. I think it's like kind of like impossible for it to go back the way it was. I mean, we have to come up with a solution where we can make our family tighter.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, we could come up with maybe that solution, but I'm saying, far as just far as other families and stuff like that, that's over with.
Yeah. Because times done change.
Times have changed,
So
and a lot of people.
Where's the big mamas? Where's the matriarchs? Where's the people that are the glue to the family? Where are they at?
Yeah, exactly.
Some of them old, some of them died. My grandmother, she kept all our family reunions together.
So I don't feel
Some
like
of them
it's,
are part
I
of the
can't say
problem.
it's impossible. I feel like someone in each family needs to take the lead and start just like we want to make create generational wealth for our offspring, right? Everyone's trying to do stuff to come up to make generational wealth. Why can't we be the start of our own families of that togetherness and teaching and being the big mamas or the big daddies of the families and keeping that family?
You want to be big mama?
Not necessarily, but like in my house, I'm a mother. I have 6 kids, so now I'm gonna start that off. When they have kids, I'll be the grandmother and I'll be teaching the togetherness to kind of start it off. Like I feel like we can't just dead it and say it'll never happen again.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with Tubi and saying I think that it's kind of impossible because I feel like it would have to be the people that want to change, and you got too many people now that's stuck in their ways and with how stuff been going on.
I feel like people
don't care
ways.
Enough. You know, like that's why I said it ain't so much as family ain't family. Family don't act like that.
And a lot of family members have their own cliques. Yeah. Have their own cliques. They stuck in their ways. Right. Everybody got their own clique. That's what's going on in this generation now.
Right.
That's why we can't get along.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. So can we take accountability for ourselves, right?
I'm on your side.
Like I have my own immediate family. Okay, if you make a family tree, my immediate family is going to be at the top because me, my husband, my kids, right?
Right.
Can we be the start of it? Like it always has to be a start of something. Definitely things have been broken.
Yes, you can.
But we have to take responsibility, not for what everyone else is doing, but being the start of it in our own, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like it's definitely possible, but again, it's like a part of me is still in agreement with the impossible because, again, bringing it back to me personally, there's some stuff I have to work on. So it's like, I completely agree. We can have something, and I do feel like family will come, and they will show up. But me personally, I'm not ready to deal with the backlash because I'm always on guard. So it's like, we can have it, and we're going to have a ball. And then the next day,
it's going to be somebody getting talked about.
Did you see what Jennifer had on? You see how many cups she had? Did you see what Dominique and Chrissy was talking about? Did you see what Tara was doing? Like, I personally ain't ready for the backlash of it, but I do feel like it's possible.
So I would say it's possible with the start of us.
Yeah.
And
like
our generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think it would be hard to start with the elders or the matriarchs of the family because they're stuck in their ways, and some of them, like you said, are part of the problem.
Yeah.
And you can even go to them and have conversations, and they don't feel like or acknowledge that they are the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because they stuck in their ways, and they feel like, oh, because I'm older, you can't tell me nothing.
Right.
So it's not impossible, but it would definitely start with us in our generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely
My mother
agree.
said that.
I
We want
agree
to
too.
start with our own generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even with
Yeah.
holidays, like I know we gotta wrap this up soon, but even like with holidays, I do think we should probably step in eventually because a lot of our family members are getting older.
Right.
And I feel like it would be fun because we want to have fun. I'm sorry to say it, but Thanksgiving is boring. It's boring. I don't want to sit there for 20 minutes, watch football. I don't watch football. There's no games, there's no nothing, and then I go home and eat again.
And that's it.
I
Right, I
agree.
feel like if we kind of start something ourselves,
I agree.
I definitely feel like our older generations will come, especially if they ain't got to do nothing.
I'm
It's taking
excited
a
about
burden-
this Thanksgiving.
It's taking a burden off of them, and maybe we can switch up the momentum. Like, let's play some games. Let's have some fun. Tuggy. No, you can't go shopping just yet. Don't leave, because
Right.
y'all know Tuggy the first to
Look.
leave. Come on now.
My brother Ray, don't
Right.
pack your food up and run out of here like you
BJ, don't come in there with all them
Like
12
my son-
kids and eat and leave. No, let's sit and have a good time and enjoy each
That's
other.
what I'm
and
saying
that
about family.
be
People
it.
don't sit down and really enjoy eating at a
And
table.
that be it.
Talk about
Right.
talking about dinner, talking about what's going on
Right.
in their life. Like this Thanksgiving, I'm excited that my father's side of the family getting together for
Same
years. We having a huge Thanksgiving,
Same here.
and I'm really excited about that. All of us getting together, we can talk, we can play games,
Right.
we can get along, catch up
Right.
on each other, and we ain't gonna hear
And
nothing
you
after
don't-
that.
And,
And
you
not
leave-
going to hear anything after
Right,
that.
you leave and you happy, and we go on and we talk about memories. We talk about, oh my God, I had so much fun with this cousin I haven't seen in a year or 2 years, or like you said, Rachel, you see her every couple of years. Like, that's what I want to enjoy.
Because
Yes.
that's what it's about.
Right. I don't want to sit here around people and then when I leave,
Worry
It's
about
something to
talking
talk
you,
about.
Because family
I
don't
agree.
uplift each other no more.
cause
I agree.
family ain't family.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We gotta wrap this up. This was definitely an amazing topic.
So we want to thank Tubi, some of y'all know him as Ray, for joining us on this podcast. We want to shout out our Black Business of the Week, which is L&M Auto Sales. Be sure to visit them at 6444 Union Road in Cleveland. Ask for Ray.
Anybody else got anything to say they want to add before we close this out?
That was very nice.
Well, I'm
We
happy.
enjoyed Ray coming
Thanks
on.
for tuning in again, guys.
And be sure to subscribe. Leave your comments about what you think, because we know y'all going through with y'all families also.
Yeah.
I want to hear about it.
Right.
Yeah, we want to hear about what you're going through with your families.
And we're also gonna start a giveaway.
Yes.
So if you go to our YouTube page and you subscribe, please leave a comment. And once you subscribe and leave your comment, we will add you into a raffle for a $50 cash prize.
Yes,
We're gonna
we
be
know you
pulling
want
a
that
raffle.
money.
So this week's raffle, we'll be pulling a name, and we'll post your name by 6 o'clock. We'll reach out to you, get your cash app, and send you $50.
Get that money. Get that
Yeah, I know
money.
it's inflation.
All right. We'll see you on the next podcast.
Bye.
Oh my God.